Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bootleg52 here, and we have a special episode for today, which is none other what I mentioned earlier, that bonus video with unboxing. This beauty just arrived today. Actually, it just arrived a few minutes ago. So let's open this up and see what's it all about. So as you can see, I don't really have a proper spot for figure reviewing just yet, so I have to improvise, but let's open it. Gosh, I should have brought scissors or something. But here we go. This is going to be our first figure review, which is none other than the City Toys Batman Hush, well, Bayman Hush. Here's the box. From the front is basically like the Mafex version of the Batman Hush figure, the black and gray version. Nice promo shots on the front, on the side, on the back. They look cool, like that comic book cover. And on the other side, also on the top, you can see it's a little bit damaged, but I can deal with this one. Some writings in the bottom. So let's open it up. Alright, so I realized I couldn't really open it with these gloves on, so I'm going to take these off and continue with that. I need a fucking knife. This will do. So that's out of the box. We got actually three layers. One with the basic stand, another with the special stand, talk about this later, and the figure. So this is Batman with all his accessories, like that. And now let's take a closer look. Be aware, this is still my first time doing a review, so I try to do as it should be. Got Batman here. Geez, how should I? So first off, let's talk about articulation, because this is the part where usually I a little bit skip forward, so I make it short. You have a nice up and down movement. You can look them pretty well. Up is still okay. Nice side to side. You can actually do 360, obviously. Arms could go up this high. It has a full 360 rotation, although it's a little bit squeaky. The joints are a little bit tight and squeaky, but that's okay. It has a butterfly joint, which is pretty stiff on mine, both hands, so I think I have to warm it up with water or a hair dryer, because yeah, these I really don't want to break it right at the beginning. Oh my god, what was that click? But right now arm goes crossed this far, but I'm sure it can do even more after heating up, and cross in the back slightly better even with these stiff joints. Double jointed elbows, which works pretty well. You can touch his own nose. Oh, forgot the bicep swivel. No swivel at the lower arm, but it has this tiny ball joint for the wrist, which is also pretty stiff, but that will be okay. That will be okay. Same goes with the other arm. There's a ball joint in the top part of the torso, and there's another one just where you have the belt. Actually, maybe we can have a look at it just right there. See? There's two ball joints there, which gives forward this much and lean back this much. Legs have a drop down joint, and it can kick forward this much. Well, this much at the back. Not really much though, but that's okay. Whoops. You can almost do the split. Almost. Double jointed knee for a nice bang. No thigh swivel, although it moves around the hips, and I will take off the leg. Look, there's the joint there. ankle rotation down and up. There's a nice toe articulation, a beautiful sculpt for the boots, and a nice ankle pivot. Oh, and the cape. So everybody says, even with the original one, that the cape were a bit huge, and honestly I couldn't wait to see for myself how that actually looks. But it goes out sideways this much, and it's pretty cool because it has 4 different wires in the cape. So there is 2 coming out from the top of his skull somewhere here, and there is 2 more from one here and another one down there. So this is how the cape looks. It's indeed pretty big, but it gives you some really cool position ideas. For example, blow by the wind, or gliding, or a classic wrapped in the cape, although it looks like wrapped in a blanket though, but with a nice silhouette in the bottom. Also, it's pretty difficult to stand him this way, because I don't really see where the legs are, but give him a kind of walking pose, kinda. Why is it don't want to stand? Come on. But now, let's take a look at the accessories. So first off, we got the standard, well, CT Toys and Mafex kind of stand. Just a clear plastic, not much. But the interesting one is this rooftop and gargoyle kind of stand, which I haven't looked at it close just yet, but it looks pretty cool. It has some cracks sculpted there, nice shading and wash all over it, pretty cool gray. And obviously we're going to try to give that hush cover later on. We have another head sculpt with a little bit more angry face, and honestly I don't mind the one. Should I bring this? No, that's okay. So I don't mind the one which is on the figure, although this, ooh, so this looks really nice. I really like this sculpt. The other one, and I'm going to show you this way because I don't have much space, but the other one looks okay. Zoom. All right, so now, so the other one looks okay. It has some paint issues in the chin and again there, and my biggest issue actually are the eyes. So I don't have the original one to compare it with it, but the original ones are much more closer to the one on the comic books for the style of Jim Lee, and this one is close, although the eyes are a little bit lower than it should be. So on the original Mafex, these eyes are a little bit higher, and it's giving way better representation of the Jim Lee one. This one, not so much. I don't know. I kind of feel the eyes are maybe a little bit wider too. But on this one, the eyes are still a little bit lower, but with that angry expression. Oh my god. This one has some paint issues as well. And in the bottom. And over there too. That's okay. So this one looks a little bit closer to the Jim Lee art than this one. But actually, in person, it's not too bad. I mean, it could be better. But come on, it's CT Toys. It's like, what, 20 bucks? Something like that. But let's change the head. It's just an easy... Wow, that was a really easy pop off. Pop this on and done. And now giving that wiping off the blood off your face kind of expression. Oh my god, actually, I love it. I just can't wait to keep posing him even though it looks silly how I pose them at the moment, but it's still stiff. I need to warm it up. Alright, but keep it going with the other accessories. We have 7 sets of hands. One comes with the figure, just a normal plain fisted hands. We got another pair of fisted hands, but the thumbs are a little bit giving that wider gap so it can hold the cape. You can tuck the cape in and just like holding it in front of him. We have another pair of fisted hands, but with these, come on, zoom in, these clawy, but it's actually like this small batarang, so you can throw it simultaneously, so it's not Wolverine or Kitty Paws. These are fists with batarangs. We got two. We got two with the grapple gun. So I've seen some videos of the original one. These lines are meant to be painted black, so am I going to fix those? Other than that, and really nice and shiny metallic gray. We got two open hands, or like grabbing, or want to grab. You want to grab someone, or just like, I don't know, like a choking, whatever. And two relaxed hands. So speaking of batarangs and claws, we actually have 4 batarangs, 2 each. One with this more like a classic bat symbol kind of style. Oh, that's it. It's nicely painted. And 2 of these other types, which actually reminds me a little bit of these. A little bit reminds me of the Michael Keaton, the 1992 version of Batman, where you had this remote thing on it, and then just threw it and goes through the clowns at the beginning of the movie. So these two, pretty cool. And we have 2 of these grappling hooks. One with the longer rod, or I don't know, it's just some metal cable, and what with the shorter one. And these are actually fits. Oh, is that it? So it fits here to each of these grappling guns. So this is another thing what I saw with the original Mafex one, that in the original one you can put it in, but it goes all the way down, so it's like all the way over there. Let's give it a try with this one. Alright. But let's see what's with the other one. Maybe it can go all the way down there. No, it's not going. It's not going all the way down, but it can be fixed. I'm just going to drill it a little bit deeper. Drill. And obviously, to change the fist, you just need to pop these out. Easy. And let's give it a try with this one. Let's hope it works. And it's nice. And now you can threaten others. And here is Batman with, oh well, Bayman with all his accessories. Actually, I'm having a tough time to stand him without the stand. So I don't know if it's a problem for me or others too. Let me know in the comment. But now here comes my favorite part, comparison. Oh, and to measure him with the tip of his head is about 16.5 centimeter, which is about 6.5 inch. So let's compare it with other figures. So first off, here is next to with 2 of my other CT Toys figures, the CT Toys Scarlet Spider and the CT Toys Symbiote Suit Spider-Man. As you can see, Batman is a little bit taller, but it's because these figures are scaled a little bit down, and that Batman was actually, I think, the first, or maybe it was the Gambit, I'm not sure, which is scaled exactly as the original Mafex version, so that's why these two are a little bit smaller. Here is next to another knockoff, another bootleg. I think it's a Maf, so it's not CT Toys. I got this earlier, but CT Toys had this version of Mafex Spider-Man, but this is a Maf version of bootleg. So here he is next to, it's actually an original Mafex, the Batman v Superman Batman. It scales just about right, although it has some wider chest part and, well, obviously less details, but it looks good. Here he is with some, I think it's a DC Direct Hush Nightwing, and this is a DC Icons Batman. It's obviously way shorter. Here he is with the DC Designer series, actually with the Greg Capullo series Batman. This is actually one of my favorite, I mean, apart from the Mafex one, but this is one of my favorite because of the Greg Capullo design. I love it. I changed the head because this is from a different DC Designer Greg Capullo series, because this body using shorter ears. Here is it with next to the McFarlane Toys Batman Forever Batman. Obviously it's a 7-inch scale, so it's way taller than our basically 6-inch scale. Well, 6.5, is it? Is it? What? This is like ½ inch? Well, whatever. And we got another knockoff. This is an amazing Yamaguchi bootleg from AliExpress, Carnage. And here is with an SHF, so SH Figure Arts, Goku, the base Goku. And we got a NECA TMNT Leonardo, but this I believe is also a knockoff, a bootleg, because I got this from AliExpress, although it's a really nice looking bootleg. Well, it's not Catwoman, but it's Black Cat. We got the Marvel Legends Black Cat and the Diamond Select Black Cat. And I'm not sure about, but I think both of them are DC Direct maybe, but we got the Arkham City and the animated series Batman. This is also a beautiful piece. I love it so much. And last but not least, with the NECA Universal Monsters Frankenstein and Dracula. So this is it. This is the CT Toys Batman Hush figure. I love it. It looks cool and I can't wait to do some cool photos and posing and eventually put them on the stand along with my other figures. Actually, I forgot to mention, but I got also a Hush version of Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, and the Scarecrow in the back. But those are a bit taller, but with some cool posing and banding, such as this one, it could work and it could be manageable. So thank you so much for watching and see you guys on the next one.